Hey guys, welcome back. Bomb here, bringing you another Showdown live. This one is actually going to be the battles that I got from my Showdown lowdown build. I built this team on camera. What I try to do in Showdown lowdown builds is try to build a really solid team and see how it fares. But it's all theory building. It's not like I've battled with the team yet. I still haven't even used this team yet. But I'm gonna just give it a shot, see if I like it. It is suggested by our good friend Nathan. He's a great subscriber. He wonder went on Showdown. Tell this guy to check out the channel. Oh, this guy gets destroyed by Bisharp. Like this, oh, his whole team gets wrecked by Bisharp. I'll be right back whenever we start the match, guys. Okay, we're back. I just told him all the things. I had to go take care of something real quick, but he stayed around. I'm thinking, honestly, I could start with Bisharp. He doesn't have a rep. He has a defogger. I'm going to get my rocks up right away, actually, just because I could always, if he does defog using Latios, I could always just go directly. Oh, speaking of the Latios, I'm going to start with the Stealth Rock, and if he defogs, I can switch into Bisharp and, ugh, lame. I could always take the defog, get my attack boost, and just start wrecking house. Pursuit, Sucker Punch, Iron Head. I don't know who he doesn't have a safe switch in into Bisharp either. Like once Bisharp gets the attack boost, something's gonna get a lot of damage done to them. I would love to Pursuit Trap the Latios though, the Alakazam, the Gengar, the Metagross. Tell this guy sorry. He goes for the Ice Beam. He gets a crit, which is kind of really good for him, especially since his whole team's really fast. I can't really do anything about that. Like, Hippowdon's done. I don't get rocks on the field. That sucks. I mean, if that's defensive Landorus T, I could maybe... I don't think so, though. I don't know where I can get a slack off. Unless I paralyze something, which I don't have Thunder Wave in this team. So there you go. I can't do it. But let's see. He goes for another Ice Beam. That's fine. I think he is scarfed into that. I'm just going to go for the Pursuit here. He doesn't go for defog at all, which is surprising, so I guess I keep my rocks for a little while longer. He might go for defog right now, though, just because I could Sucker Punch him right here. Let's see. What's my win condition? He goes for the T-Bolt, surprisingly enough. That doesn't even take him out either. It sucks, actually. I'm gonna go ahead and save this thing. Who's my switch here? I don't really have a switch here. I'm just gonna go for Sucker Punch. Am I Life Orbed? I am Life Orbed. Okay, that's gonna suck for me. But if I can get rid of this Latios, that's gonna be great. As soon as the Latios is gone, I don't have to worry about him defogging anything because he doesn't have another defogger in his team. Perfect. So now I'm okay with Bisharp dying. He served his purpose. Gengar is going to be a threat, and so is the Alakazam. But I still have Tornadus, which could do something, and the rocks are here to stay now. By the way, guys, I am in the 1400 range, I believe. Yeah, because I was battling last night, and I was in the 1400s. So these should be some pretty good matches. That Jolteon, I don't know why he has a Jolteon. There's plenty of Pokemon that you could use that work just as well as Jolteon, if not better. But his switch in here, he might go in the Metagross here. If he does, I'm gonna be afraid of that, honestly, because he could go for really anything. I'm gonna click the Sucker, but I'm afraid of the Rock Polish. Let me drink my water here real quick. Whew. All right, let's see what he makes. I guess we'll cut back when he makes a move, guys. Okay, guys, he went into the Metagross. I am just gonna go for the Sucker Punch here. He might go for Bullet Punch just to pick me off. This is probably going to be his Mega. I mean, Alakazam might be his Mega, but I'm not going to risk going for knockoff because Sucker Punch will still do more. If he has a Mega Stone, then whatever. But against this thing, well, he has Clear Body now. When he Mega Evolves, I can Intimidate him, though. There's the Bullet Punch, which is okay with me. These things don't usually run anything. I'm actually run anything that's to stop a Gyarados, like Thunder Punch. I'm getting the Intimidate drop here, and I'm afraid of the Grass Knot. So I'm actually gonna go for a D-Dance here. After I go for a D-Dance, I'm pretty much guaranteed to get a kill on something. Maybe not the Landorus because he can Intimidate my Landorus, but I could always Mega Evolve, and I might not even Mega though. If he goes into Landorus, I could switch out. There's a Landorus now. Let's see if, I mean, he's gonna have Intimidate no matter what. I don't want to stay in here, just because I want to keep this Intimidate around for later. The Stone Edge is coming though, and that scares me. I'm gonna go for Latios, and hopefully he doesn't go for U-turn. And with Latios, I can just drop a Draco on anybody. I don't really need Latios for this, but there's a Stone Edge as predicted. And here, he's probably Scarf, so I'm just going to go for the Draco here. He might go into the Metagross, which is okay with me, because once again, I can just D-Dance with my Gyarados. I think after a D-Dance, I should be able to outspeed. No crits, awesome. And the Draco will knock out that Landorus, which is exactly what I wanted. And hopefully I run enough speed to, as long as he does, oh wait a minute, he has, I speed tie with a Gengar, Alakazam and Jolteon outspeed me, and Metagross I speed tie with too, but he has Bull Punch for me. So here comes the Metagross again. I am just going to go directly into my Gyarados here, and now he really doesn't have much for a Dragon Dancing Gyarados. Without the Intimidate drop, I should be able to outspeed everything after a +1 unless they're Scarfed. Let's see what he goes for. He does go for the Zen Headbutt. That does about 47% to me. It's a pretty heavy amount, but here I'm just going to Mega Evolve and Dragon Dance. I can get my extra bulk from Mega Evolving, and I can easily get a D-Dance here. I can knock out that Jolteon, assuming it's not Scarfed. I mean, Focus Sash, but even with the Focus Sash, there's a Zen Headbutt, I'm immune to that. It gives me a whole, I'm not, actually, just because I'm afraid of him having the Grass Knot, I'm actually just going to go straight for the Crunch here. Get as much damage off as possible, because the Grass Knot will take me out. And the Crunch takes out the Metagross though, which is good news for me. All sashes are broken except for the Alakazam sash. But now I don't need my Intimidate anymore, so I'm actually good to stay. I'm actually good to... Actually, just because of everything outspeeding me, there's really no point in me keeping my Gyarados alive. I have to do as much damage to anybody that comes in as possible. Because I can Acrobatics you, so I'm just going to go for the Crunch here. Maybe he'll miss his Focus Blast. Oh, well, that was weird. How did that happen? Oh, it's because it was still technically there. Oh, that's weird. That's funny. But yeah, I can go for the Crunch here. I'll take him down to a Sash. If he misses his Focus Blast, that'd be amazing, but he goes for Dazzling Gleam, which I tank because Gyarados is a monster, in case you guys didn't know. I'm going to go for another Crunch here, and I think at this point I win. I don't think there's anything else he can do to stop me. There's a quick 5-0 in my favor. I mean, there you go. Yeah, it's a forfeit. Yeah, I'm 1441. I'm pretty high in the ladder. I'm gonna go ahead and find another match. I'll be back when we find one. Alright guys, we're back, and this guy has some threats. Here's the Altaria I was worried about. I have to keep my Talonflame alive for that thing. This Infernape right here is going to be a problem, especially if he... just because I'm assuming that's lead Infernape. I don't see anybody else in his team that could usually set up rocks. I'm actually going to start with Tornadus. Magnezone is an issue just because... Well, not really. I don't really need Bisharp for this match. Having the Sucker Punch and Knockoff is always nice, but yeah, this is lead Infernape. He's going to go for the Fake Out Stealth Rock combination here, I'm assuming. But Tornadus T can pretty much stop it, especially with my Assault Vest if he does run the Overheat. And he doesn't go for the, do I get the confusion? Ooh, yes. Does he hit himself? Yes! There goes the Stealth Rocker. I'm sorry about that, though. I mean, that was really, really good on my side. Now I don't have to worry about defogging later. But, Infernape's out of the way. Infernape wasn't a huge threat. I am afraid of that Victini. I'm really afraid of that Altaria. I can't let the Altaria just come in freely and set up. I do have to make sure I go into Talonflame and Will-O-Wisp as soon as I can. Here comes the Weavile though. Weavile, does Weavile outspeed me? Yeah, he does. I don't have the, what's it called? I can Intimidate drop him. Or, yeah, I'm going to have to Intimidate drop him, going to Gyarados. If I set up with Gyarados, do I just win? Not really. No, I don't win yet. I have to get rid of the Altaria. Other than that, though, I can Earthquake the rest of his team. Let's see. Oh, I need to start the timer. Oh, I'll do that next time. Let's see. What is he going to go for here? Goes for the Knockoff, which Gyarados eats because I'm a Mega. Do I don't... I'm going to keep myself alive. Should I go for Earthquake? I'm going to go for D-Dance. Well, what's a good play here? He could switch into the Victini. Victini is a good check too because of Bolt Strike. Keldeo could come in. He could always hit me with another knockoff because that did a pretty good amount of damage. Do I need the Intimidate? I kind of do. I'm just going to hit over the Waterfall. I'm going to keep the Intimidate for now. Waterfall will hit a lot of things. It won't hit the Keldeo or the Altaria, but I mean it will hit them, just not for a lot of damage. This Weavile is kind of a threat though. I do have to get rid of it right away. What I don't need though is the Latios, except for dropping Dracos, but there's a lot of things in this team that can take it. There's a Victini, so I'm glad I went for the Waterfall. This thing's probably Scarf though, and even if it is Scarf, like nothing in my team likes it. So I'm actually gonna go directly into Hippowdon, and hopefully I don't get any burns from V-Create or anything like that. I can set up my rocks. My rocks will do a lot of damage here, especially since he doesn't have any defoggers except for the possible Altaria defogger. But chances of that are really slim. So Hippowdon will come in here. Bolt Strike I'm immune to. He's probably if he switches out here, that tells me he's Bandit or Scarf. So I'm gonna actually go straight for the Stealth Rock. That way he can't come back in. The Weavile takes 25% and the Altaria will take 25%, which is damage I need to get rid of this thing. Alright, here comes the Keldeo. This thing screams specs to me. I'm actually gonna go into Latios because you can't, like, Latios is here to stop Keldeos. I do remember I mentioned that in my Showdown lowdown build, I mentioned the Psyshock was there for the Venusaurs. I actually meant for the Keldeos. It was for Venusaurs too, but I already have 2 Pokemon to cover Venusaur. I'm gonna start the timer here. Let's see, he does switch. He makes a double into Altaria, very nice double, but the Latios is still here, and because I don't really need Latios, I'm just going to go for a Psyshock here. Get off a lot of damage. As soon as he Mega Evolves, that's fine. I can continuously go for Psyshock. I am a Life Orb Latios. It's going to do a heavy amount of damage. I might even knock this thing out. I'm not sure though. I don't know how well that Altaria will take. Not to mention I don't know his set. He could be a defensive D-Dance set. Or it could just be a Cotton Guard set for all I know. Let's see what he's going to go for here. He does Mega Evolve, I get the Psyshock off, I do 33%, that is nothing. He goes for the D-Dance. D-Dance is scary, it's very, very scary. I am going to go directly into the Gyarados here to get that Intimidate drop. And after that, I can probably double into Talonflame to get my Will-O-Wisp burn off. Because I don't think there's anything he can do. Even if he is at +1, there's not too much he can do to me. And he's probably going to want to knock out my Gyarados right away, which I probably will let him do. Let's see what he goes for here. He goes for the Roost here, which is okay with me. I get the Intimidate drop. I am going to go directly in my Talonflame here, and hopefully he doesn't go for another D-Dance. And even if he does, I mean, actually, hopefully he does go for another D-Dance, that's what I meant to say. This Altaria is a huge threat to my team. I can pretty much knock it out with Bisharp. I might even start running Focus Sash Bisharp, just because it's important that I kill these things. Here comes another D-Dance. I don't think there's anything he can do that will one-shot my Talonflame, though, so I'm actually going to go for the Will-O-Wisp here. He's pretty confident. I think he's confident enough to go for another, not another D-Dance, but to do a lot of damage on me. But he has no safe switch-ins to my Will-O-Wisp, and this Victini is going to die upon switch-in. Keldeo dies to an Acrobatics after some Will-O-Wisp damage, and then these 3 don't want to be burned. So he goes for the Roost here, which is great. I do get the burn off, and actually now is a great time for me to start setting up my bulk ups. He forfeits though, which is understandable. He couldn't win at that point. So yeah, let's go ahead and find a third match. We'll be back when we find one, guys. Alright guys, we're back. This guy's a really interesting team. He's got the Infinite Empoleon as well as defensive Zapdos. This is probably Scarfed. This thing, either this thing's Banded or it's Mega, and the same thing here, Sashed or Mega. I'm not exactly sure yet. It looks like this might be his Mega though, just because he doesn't really have any solid special attackers in his team. I need to get rid of this Empoleon right away. I really don't have a way to get rid of it though. If it runs T-Wave, that's gonna suck. I don't even know if these things get T-Wave. Yeah, this Empoleon's a threat to my team. I actually have to see how much damage Hippowdon will do to it. But I am gonna start with Hippowdon. Just because I want to be able to get up my rocks, come in on Bisharp on the defog. Here comes a Landorus actually, which is really nice for me. I'm gonna go for my Stealth Rock. We're gonna exchange rocks here, which is perfectly fine. Actually, it's not fine. I want to be able to. I don't want. Oh, he's probably Scarfed. I'm actually gonna go for the Stealth Rock here. I have no reason not to. And I need to see how much damage these things will do to me. Let's just say, or how much damage I can do to them. Let's pull up Empoleon here. I need to know if I can one-shot it with an Earthquake. OU specially defensive versus, what's his name? Hippowdon. OU mixed wall. Earthquake does 84%, so I can't one-shot it. I have to start the timer here. I don't want this match to take too long. I can't one-shot it, but I can do a lot of damage to it. So hopefully, combination of rocks plus prior damage, Hippowdon will be able to finish it off. This team is pretty hyper offensive. I can't just go around like slowing myself down all the time. This guy's taking a pretty long time to make a move too. So I am, that's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and cut back in whenever he makes a move, guys. He goes for an Earthquake, so I get up my rocks here, which is nice for me. That kind of tells me he's Scarfed, but he could still be defensive. I'm actually gonna calc out how much damage that would have done to me if he's Scarfed. Landorus T. Landorus T, OU Choice Scarf. Yeah, that looks Scarf to me. There's no way defensive Landorus would do that. So I have a pretty safe switch to really any of my Pokemon. Oh, no, there's no way. That did 30%. Unless he got a really max roll. There's no way. Yeah, there's no way. I'm gonna spend this turn going into Talonflame. This way I can actually Will-O-Wisp him and anybody else that wants to come in, because he has no safe switch into a Will-O-Wisp. Here comes Zapdos, which is a pretty good switch, not gonna lie. Defensive Zapdos can do quite a number to me by paralyzing a lot of my Pokemon. He also could run Hidden Power Ice. Either way, it's not a good time for me, and I need to keep I gotta keep my Defogger alive just in case. So I'm gonna go to Latios here. Just drop a Draco. Nothing really wants to take it. There's the Roost, so I'm glad he spent a turn going for Roost there as opposed to Thunder Wave if he has it. He might even have the Toxic set, which is fine with me too. I'm gonna drop a Draco here. Scizor and Empoleon can take it. Empoleon can especially take it. Empoleon, I'm not a big fan of right now. Empoleon actually kind of does a number on my team with Scald Burns and Stealth Rocks and Defog. So here's the Empoleon now. I'm gonna get a lot of damage off with the Draco. Oh, that was a crit. Did 35%. That's actually exactly the amount I need. Just because with this I can actually come in on Bisharp and knock it off and do a lot of damage. Hopefully he goes for a Defog here, because I should outspeed the Empoleon. Its max speed is 240 after all, and he's running leftovers. How fast is my Bisharp? Bisharp is I won't outspeed it if he's max speed, but these things are especially defensive. They don't ever run max speed. But I'm running max attack, and a knockoff will do a lot of damage on anybody that wants to come in. Especially now that the focus sashes are broken. Let's see what he goes for. There's a Defog, and there's my massive attack boost. So here I'm just going to start spamming knockoff. Alright guys, so we lagged out of that battle, so I'm just going to go ahead and find another one. Man, it's just so hard to complete a battle today. I might be ending the video soon just because it's been a pretty long video already. But yeah, you know what guys? Yeah, I'm gonna... Oh, never mind. I guess... let's see. He has a Pinsir, he has Lucario. Whew, this guy's got a team. He has a Defogger and Latios, which instantly tells me I need to start with Hippowdon, because as soon as I get my rocks up and he goes on Latios, I can just do the same play with Bisharp. Come in on a Defog and just start knocking off everybody. That thing will take 25%. He really needs the Defog on this thing. He can't let this thing die. This thing doesn't get Stealth Rocks, as we already know, because this thing has a Sash, almost guaranteed. He might have Life Orb too, but Sash would be useful in OU. Here's the Victini. Victini can't really do much to me. I'm going to start with my Stealth Rock. I can survive anything a Victini will go for, and as soon as I get up these rocks, the better it is for me. Energy Ball does about half to me. After leftovers, I do get a lot of health back. That kind of tells me he's either Scarfed or Specs though. So I'm actually going to go into... I'm going to go into Tornadus, just in case he's not. I don't really want to calc things right now. Tornadus can outspeed a lot of things in his team. I can start spamming Hurricanes and knockoffs. I don't really need a Heat Wave against this person. This thing's probably specially defensive too. I already started the timer. Hopefully these guys don't take as long. There's not enough lag for me to say that like these guys are just lagging out. But let's see. Yeah, that was a great move on his part. He subtracted my speed some. I'm not sure what items he's running, so I'm gonna actually just go for the knockoff here because I can just regenerate the 30% he's gonna do to me again. Unless he goes for like Bolt Strike or something. I don't know how much Glaciate does. I actually don't know. Does Glaciate do like 70? Not sure. But this thing's a threat to my team, so I have to get rid of it right away. So I have to do that on knockoff. And then I can go into Bisharp and hit him up with a Sucker Punch or anything like that. He does go for Bolt Strike and miss. Sorry about that, buddy. What was he? He was holding the Expert Belt. So now it's going to do a lot less damage to me. I can't go into Gyarados because of the Bolt Strike. Sorry. I have to go into Latias here. I outspeed it with Latias, and except for the Glaciate, I should be able to take all of his attacks perfectly fine. And I can just drop a Draco. He doesn't really have anything except for like Jirachi to handle a Draco. What else? That Jirachi is going to be a problem too, so hopefully I can keep Talonflame alive. I can Will-O-Wisp burn Lucario and Pinsir if it gets to that point. I don't know if that Lucario is special. If that's a special Lucario, that might be a problem because I really don't have a solid special wall for that except for my Tornadus over here. Which Tornadus will get back up to 85%, which is a pretty good percentage. And I can hit Lucario with a Heat Wave. Let's see what he goes for here. He does go for the Glaciate, which does do 31% lower my speed, which is an issue. And but it shouldn't be too bad. I can just drop a Draco here. I could also recover, but I don't think I need to recover yet. I can actually recover against a lot of his mons like Gastrodon and Jirachi, assuming it's not a Scarf Jirachi. So he can hit me again. He can't really switch out because he'll take 25% unless he's going to go into the Latias at some point and get all of his health back. Let's see. He does go into Jirachi here to absorb the Draco, and I missed the Draco, which is okay because he missed his attack earlier. And yeah, I guess here I could get the Intimidate drop with Gyarados, but I am afraid of that thing being a Thunder Waving one. So I do want to go and Hippowdon, but I'd rather get a safe switch in Hippowdon. I don't think I have much of a choice there. I do have to get the Intimidate drop on any Iron Head or Zen Headbutts this guy is going to do. If he paralyzes me, that's a great play. A T-Wave will screw up my team, but it actually makes a double into Victini, which is good for him, I guess. I'm assuming he's going to hit me with the Glaciate. I'm actually going to go... I can't go into Talonflame. This sucks for me. That was a really good double. I don't have Protect either. The Bolt Strike's going to do a lot of damage. I'm actually going to go Hippowdon. Hopefully he does go for the Bolt Strike. And the Hippowdon can absorb it and set up the Sun. And with the... I mean, not the Sun, the Sand. And with the Sand, I'll be able to chip down the Victini until it faints. Expert Belt's knocked off, so he's not going to be doing nearly as much as he did last time. And with the... I got the Rocks up. And I taken care of the main person that needs that rock damage. He does go for the Glaciate though, which sucks. But he'll die next turn. Unless he switches out here. In case he does decide to switch out here, so he can preserve the Victini, I probably should go for the Slack Off. So I'm actually going to do that. If he doesn't do that, then it's a double down. But my my Gyarados has one big threat out of the way. With the Bolt Strike out of the way, I can actually pretty easily pretty easily set up D-Dances. Now, who's he gonna go into next? He might go into Jirachi next. I'm actually gonna go into Bisharp, just because that'll scare him from using Defog from Latios, giving me a free chance to go for Sucker Punch. I could also Pursuit Trap the Latios if it comes in. I keep saying Latios. I'm just gonna say Lati because that's pretty much what they are. If the Lucario comes in, that's gonna be a problem. But I could always go into my Gyarados on any of his attacks. Same with Tornadus. I have pretty good switch-ins when it comes to the Lucario. I don't want him setting up on me, and with the Sash broken, with him losing his Sash, I should be pretty much set. Let's see. He does go into Gastrodon though, which is an issue. That does way too much to me. So I'm going to go directly into Lottie. He can't Toxic me. He might Earth Power me. I'm afraid of the Earth Power and the Earthquake. He goes for Scald though. Scald doesn't do anything. No burn, and actually gives me a free turn to recover here. He can't do anything else on me. He could switch into Jirachi, but this does give me a free turn to recover, which is exactly what I want. No Jirachi here. He goes for Recover himself. I am going to go for a Psyshock. I want to gauge if he's physically defensive or especially defensive. It looks like he's probably going to be physically defensive. That's because, especially defensive, just because, 34%. That is a pretty hefty amount. He goes for the Toxic here. I kind of want to calc that out, but at the same time I don't. I'm just going to drop a Draco here. Psyshock did a pretty good amount, so hopefully Draco should secure the KO. It all depends if he's physically or especially defensive. I could calc things out, but I really just really don't want to. I want this game to be over. And he goes directly into Jirachi here on the Draco, which is a really good move on his part, but he does take 21%. Let's see if he's leftovers. I don't remember if it was or not. Yeah, he is leftovers. Okay. So he's not the biggest threat in the world, but that does tell me he's not scarfed at all. So I am going to go into Tornadus here. Because I can, I don't really need Tornadus anymore from the looks of it, and I could just go for Heat Waves and knockoffs. See, he goes in the, ooh, perfect, actually. Knockoff is a little bit weaker, but if he's holding an item, oh, but I do want to, I'm going to Bisharp. If the defog is happening, then I'm going to make sure I can kill something. So hopefully there's no Hidden Power Fire. If there is one though, that's why I gave the investments for. Let's see what happens. Go for the defog. Oh, he doesn't go for the defog. He goes into Lucario, actually. This guy is playing. He is playing a good game. I'm going to go into Talonflame here. Talonflame is specially defensive. So if he has a special Lucario, I'm set. If he goes for Swords Dance here, I'm okay, because I can just go for the Willow. Let's see what happens. He goes for the Ice Punch here. Ice Punch does a lot. Ice Punch is neutral though, which means E-Speed won't kill me. I am just going to go for the Willow here because I can always priority Roost, and nothing wants to take a Will-O-Wisp on his team. So let's see what happens. He has to switch though. He doesn't really have much of a choice. This guy is he's really trying though. He's really making a bunch of double switches, trying to get me to mess up. Ice Punch though, in case I went to the Lottie or the Tornadus, Ice Punch is a pretty good attack on Lucario, especially considering his team. I could go for the Bulk Up. He goes for the E-Speed, which is great. That's amazing for me. He can go for E-Speed again and knock me out, but I do have priority Roost in the back now, and now I'm actually pretty safe to go into Gyarados and set up Dragon Dance. With Victini gone, and it doesn't look like he has any solid Scarfers, he does double into the Latios, which is also great for me. Because I can I'm going to just Mega Crunch here. I'm going to get rid of this thing. Sure, like, I won't have rocks anymore, which would be annoying for the Pinsir. But E-Speed Pinsir, there's a Draco. There's a Draco. I tank it, and this thing dies to a Crunch. There's no way it's living. And my rocks stay, which is great for me and knocking out that Pinsir. All right, cool. So I don't really think I need the Gyarados anymore. It'd be nice if I could set up and sweep with it, but this Lucario is dead. He's not going to be living for long. I can get some Roost off on the Gastrodon or specifically on the Talonflame. So if I can if I could have something be knocked out. Oh, here's the Lucario. It's burnt. I'm gonna risk it and go for the D-Dance here. A close combat will probably knock me out, but just in case, I'm gonna go for the D-Dance. Let's see what happens here. There's go for the close combat. It does knock me out, which is perfectly fine with me. Because once again, I can spend this turn and pretty much sweep his team with Talonflame once I get rid of this Jirachi. Actually, I don't know why I did that. I actually don't know why I did that at all. That was a huge misplay on my part. Because E-Speed will still knock me out. I'm going to go for Bisharp here. This is actually really bad. I don't know why I did that. I thought Talonflame was a little bit higher than that. There's the E-Speed. Yeah, he's Life Orb too, so he doesn't really have much of a choice. I'm just going to go for the Sucker here. Sucker will knock him out at this range. And combination of Life Orb Burn. So it wasn't the worst play in the world. Even though, actually, I think that was a pretty solid play. Anyways, Lucario's pretty much out of here. I could pursue it, but he doesn't really have too many turns left. Gastrodon's an issue. Scald Burns could be a problem. I need the Bisharp to knock off that Jirachi. Sucker Punch does finish it off. I take my Life Orb damage, that's fine. Here comes the Gastrodon. Gastrodon probably needs to recover. Like, there's no probably, it needs to recover. I'm actually going to go for the knockoff here to get rid of its leftovers, because I'm not a big fan of its leftovers right now. That's 54%, that's a huge amount. And let's see what he goes for. He goes for the Earthquake, knocking me out. That's annoying, because I really wanted it alive for the Jirachi. But I'm going to have to make do. I'm going to go into... He doesn't really have anybody else he can... Ooh, I wish I could take that back. I'm going to go with Tornadus here. I'm going to knock off, because I can knock off U-turn against the Jirachi and go into my Latios. I don't really need Latios anymore as long as I keep my Pinsir or my Talonflame alive. If he does go into Jirachi at any point, I could always U-turn into my what's it called? Into my Talonflame. And I can roost with my Talonflame and just start bulking up. That Pinsir really can't touch me, but Pinsir is still a threat. He could always bring it back. Swords Dance, Quick Attack will bring back the match for him. So I get... Oh, it doesn't kill. Okay, good. Good. I have to go for another one, though. I can't kill this thing. I can't U-turn kill it, because... these things can come in. I don't want these things to come in. I want to be able to get a safe switch against them. But now he knows I have knockoff. I was really hoping he'd switch in the Jirachi on the Tornadus. Here's a Jirachi now, though. Should I get a Heat Wave? I'm gonna get a Heat Wave off first, because I'm okay if he Thunder Waves me, but I'm not okay if he Thunder Waves my Talonflame. Here's a Heat Wave. Oh, Heat Wave does nothing. He goes for Wish though. I'm gonna go for U-turn here. I don't think he's Wish Protect. I mean, what attacks did he have? I don't remember anything that Jirachi did. Let's see if he's Wish Protect. He knows I have Heat Wave, which is a problem now, because now his Pinsir's even in more trouble. But his Pinsir, I don't think his Pinsir's gonna outspeed my Talonflame. Then again, I am like no speed on my Talonflame. There's a U-turn. I don't know what he's gonna go for. I'm afraid of his attack now. I'm really afraid of his attack. This is really risky, but I'm going into Talonflame. This is super risky. Hopefully he doesn't make any, doesn't do any attacking moves like Body Slam. If he does go for it, hopefully it's Iron Head. And no paralysis. Please don't go for Body Slam. Please don't be a Body Slam set. Oh, it goes for the rocks. Perfect. That's amazing for me. So he's Rocks Wish. Don't be Thunder Wave, and I should be fine. Molly, stop crying. I'm gonna go for Roost here. He goes for the Pinsir, which is also good news for me. Should I go? I'm actually gonna go for the Willow. That way it's safe for me. Molly, do you wanna go outside? Ugh, sorry guys, let me take care of the dog real quick. Alright, so he Mega Evolved, went for Quick Attack. I got my Willow off. And this thing does outspeed me, but a Quick Attack won't kill at this range. So I'm actually just going to spam Roost. He can Swords Dance me if he wants, but it's better that I stall him out for the burn damage and then finish him off with Acrobatics. Molly, did you just leave so you can come back in? That dog's so annoying. Anyways, I don't know what percentage he needs to be for me to kill him, so let me actually calc that out. Let's see, Talonflame. Oh, you bulk up versus Mega Pinsir. You Swords Dance. I don't care about that. I want acrobatics. Acro with no item. Item is none. Let's see. Acrobatics does kill. It does kill at this range, so I'm actually going to go for the acrobatics here. This Talonflame does pretty much win me the match, so hopefully he doesn't stall this out any longer than it needs to be. Yep, there it is. No crit, acrobatics kills, and now I can actually restall the Jirachi and finish it off pretty much with Tornadus. This is going to be really stally though, so I want to end the video, but this is going to take a long time. Let me just go for Roost here. And we'll see what attack he has. This Roost is just so I can guarantee my victory. Let's see. He has Iron Head, which is great for me, because now I can just... Not only can I cut his attack hugely, but I can actually bulk up 6 times and then go for acrobatics. Too bad I don't run Taunt on this thing. I was thinking about giving this thing Taunt over bulk up, which right now would be really nice because I could just finish it off. But I mean, whatever, it's fine. There's the Willow. There's the Iron Head. I'm just gonna go ahead and go for bulk up here. So he has Wish. What else did he have? Wish, Iron Head. I don't know what else. I really don't know. But guys, since this is going to be a stall match, I am just going to go ahead and end the video. Thank you so much for watching. Remember guys, if you want me to build a team using your Pokemon that you suggest, go ahead and leave a comment below telling me what 2 or 3 or even just 1 Pokemon you want me to build a team around. If you want me to build in a specific tier, let me know also. I do like to play all the different tiers. OU is my best one, but I mean, that doesn't really matter to me. Thank you guys for watching again. Be sure to drop a like, share. I'm at 78 subs now. 22 more, and then we celebrate. Then we do our 100 sub celebration, which is going to be a lot of fun. So drop, share, like, subscribe, comment, all that good jazz, and catch y'all later.